Can you explain to us the decision not to accept the field goal after the penalty instead of going for it on 4th and 3?
Yeah, well, I felt at that time we had some momentum. Took the ball down the field. It was going to be like a 4th and 3, I believe, and wanted to keep it to a one score game at that particular point. It felt like we had some momentum and made the choice to keep the points on the board.
Damo and then Pat Gallen.
Yeah, Doug, I think they ended up with 191 rushing yards. For a play action team like that, that obviously is tough. What was the biggest problem dealing with their run game today?
Well, until again, as you guys know, until we can look at the tape and really look at it, it looked like it was just a downhill rushing attack. They did do some things on the they're a stretch running team and they did some things on the perimeter to us and got outside. But it's with all the moving parts on offense with the jet sweeps and the different things that they do and the tosses, it's something we've got to do a better job of. We definitely pride ourselves here in stopping the run, and we didn't do a very good job today.
Pat and then Rob Motti.
Doug, can you take us into Carson's interception in the end zone? That seemed like a big momentum changer. What did you see there, and were you able to discuss that with Carson?
I believe it was 1st and 10, and just wanted to get Carson out of the pocket on the play, and again, just a situation where we just got to continue to keep working. If plays are not there, don't look to try to make something happen. Just throw the ball away in that situation or run. And unfortunately, it was a turnover in the end zone, and we're just going to continue to correct and move forward.
Rob and then John McMullen.
Doug, overall, what did you think of Carson's performance today? It looked like there were some opportunities to make plays, but without seeing the film and knowing what the intentions were. What did you think overall?
Well, I thought there were some good plays there, some good decisions. He did a nice job, handling the run game with some of the checks that we had going on, and got us in and out of some throws from the standpoint of bad defenses into good positive plays. So he handled the game that way. The one thing, again, that we all have to take a look at, especially offense, is just the turnovers. We had the fumble early, and then of course the interceptions, and that's kind of been I think these first 2 weeks of the regular season. That's been the sort of the tail of the tape.
John and then Dave Zangaro.
Hey, Doug. You lost Isaac Sayamalo in the game. You got Lane Johnson back. As a whole, how do you think the offensive line held up coming off last week? And obviously, from a sack pass protection standpoint, it seemed a lot better.
Yeah, I thought they overall, played well, played better than the week before, and again, it's a good defensive front that we played. We know Aaron Donald is a tremendous football player, and our guys handled him and what they were doing, really well. So, hats off to those guys. They worked hard during the week to prepare for that, and I thought overall did a nice job.
Dave and then Jeff McLean.
Hey, Doug, after that, the decision to kick that field goal or keep the field goal, the Rams drive 75 yards on 3 plays. What happened on that drive, and how disheartening is that you put your faith in your defense and they can't hold up there?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. We had some momentum. We got the 3 points, and I believe we got it to a 5 or a 6 point game at that particular time, something like that, and really felt like the momentum was on our side, and defense was eager and ready to go back back out on the field, which just needed to find a way to get a stop at that particular time and get the offense out. And that's the one thing we'll take a look at, and we've got to do better there. We've got to coach it better and play better in those situations to where everybody understands that you get one stop in those situations and give it back to your offense. You got a chance to take the lead on maybe the next possession.
Jeff McLean and Tim McManus.
Doug, Deshaun Jackson wasn't targeted in the first half, and then it seemed like you guys did a job. We're conscious of getting him involved in the second half. What was the meaning, or why wasn't he involved so early?
Well, we had a couple things designed up early. Ball just didn't go his way from a progression standpoint. Made a conscious effort at halftime as one of our adjustments to get him going in the second half, and felt like we did a good job there. He's an explosive guy that can make some plays. So a little bit was the coverage. Other times it was play design. The ball was going somewhere else, but we'll continue to get him involved with the offense.
Tim and then Chris Franklin.
Hey, Doug, what went into the decision to bring Jalen Hurts up to the number 2 QB this week after having him inactive week 1? And then what did you see of the 3 plays that you had him in there?
Well, the decision, we always do, what we feel sometimes is best for the football team each and every week. And we felt this week with him up, they could give us an opportunity to possibly use him, in those situations that we did. And obviously he went in, executed them well. And, it's a starting point. It's something that we'll evaluate each week.
Chris and then Martin Frank.
Hey, Doug, it looked like you guys had about 6 or 7 passes that went about longer than 15 yards, and it looked like a lot of stuff was underneath. Was it a concerted effort heading into this week to try to go with the short passing game, or was it something that the Rams secondary and back end did to prevent that from happening?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little of both. The other thing too is, when you got such a good player, Aaron Donald, on the other side, you want to make sure that you're not back there necessarily holding the ball or having lengthy routes where it's more 5 and 7 steps. So the quick passing game, get Carson on the edge, movement stuff, to allow him to see the defense. And we had some success there in the first half with that, and kind of came out in the second half and did the same thing. Again, got Deshaun involved a little bit more, but it's week to week. The way game plans are constructed, we just today just didn't make enough. We need to hang on to the football a little bit better.
Time for 2 more, so let's go Martin and then Nick Fierro. Martin, you're on mute. Go ahead, Nick.
Damn. All right. Hey, Doug, how concerned are you about the defense going back to the second half against Washington? I mean, you guys have allowed 64 points in the last 6 quarters.
Well, listen, it's it's not about one player or one unit. The offense has to do their part, obviously, and not turn the football over. And we got to put points on the board when we have opportunities. Field goals are great, but when we get into the red zone like that, it's we got to come away with more scores, touchdowns, and then the defense has a part in that too. I mean, they pride themselves on getting off the field and trying to help the offense. These things go hand in hand. It's not one unit, one guy. It's things we got to address. We got to address them quickly.
Last one here with Nick, and then we'll get Carson in.
Hi, Doug. Just staying with the defense. You've had a lot of turnover over the last couple of years, with a lot of your key players. Most recently, Malcolm, Hill. Do you think things are maybe starting to catch up with you, and you need to get these new players more up to speed?
I didn't understand. Like the turnover of players? I don't understand the question.
You've had a lot of defensive turnover over the last couple of years. You're replacing some key players. Malcolm most recently, Camus Hill. You've had some guys, in the year before. Is this kind of caught up to you think?
No, I mean every year you're going to have turnover. I mean that's just the way this league is, and the way the business goes. For us, we do have some young players in some of those roles, right? I mean, you look at linebacker, there are some young players there. Receivers, we got some young players there, and we're playing, with some young offensive linemen. So, I mean, that's going to happen. That's part of this business, and we can't I don't think you can just hang on the fact that these guys are young anymore. I mean, you know, we're coaching them each week, and we're getting them prepared to play, and now they just have to go out and play games. The more obviously game experience they get, the better they get, and they you know, these players will help our offense and also help our defense. One of the areas you're seeing some of the young players shine is obviously on special teams, and they're doing a heck of a job there.